we're an animal, believe it or not. All animals have the first 5 of the adjectives. Only the human being race has what? The last 2. And that is worship and wisdom. And that's what separates us from all the animal life on the planet, is the worship and wisdom.
What are the other 5, by the way?
Whew, man, you would ask me to rattle that off.
Courage.
People get on that.
You said courage?
Courage is one.
Courage, intuition,
Love. Yeah.
love. I don't know if I can rattle them off. I haven't had to
I
study
know.
this.
I wished I had my book open.
Is hope one?
You need a book?
No, but if you look it up on under
Oh,
the
I can do that.
here,
What is these though?
You said the other 2 were worship and wisdom.
worship and wisdom's the last 2, and that's
Courage,
what.
intuition, love.
Spell them again. Call them out again.
Worship, wisdom, courage, intuition, love.
Here,
Courage.
let me see if I can bring them up.
Courage.
Intuition.
Spell it.
INTUITION.
Yes.
Here, I can tell you real quick what they are.
And love is the other one. So we're missing 2.
We got
Well, the
courage.
last 2 are worship and wisdom.
I got worship and wisdom.
Oh, okay, that's 6 and 7.
So I have courage, intuition, love, worship, wisdom.
Courage, intuition, love, worship, and wisdom.
AD, honey. It's AD. Adjutant. AD.
Keep going up.
Adjutant. Mine's very
There it is.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll bring them to
17.
you.
Ah.
Okay, here we go.
1 is intuition.
1 is intuition,
Okay,
right?
got
2 is understanding.
understanding.
3 is courage. 4 is knowledge. 5 is counsel. 6 is worship, and 7 is wisdom. And within there are the within those are the sub things like love and that sort of thing. Okay?
Well, you want to read the intuition, honey, what it is?
Yeah, intuition, adjutant of quick perception, reflexes, self-preservation, like any animal, right? Self-preservation. Assists directional control beings. Extensively contacts non-teachable mind. Now, this is the type of mind that makes us automatically do something, the reflex reactions of an animal or human, right? Sources of instinctive behavior. You know, when you say take a dog or a cat and you said that's an instinct for them to do that, that's where they get this from. Okay. Understanding is quick reasoning, judgment, gift of spontaneous association of ideas, and it ministers to subhuman mind. Also, those things that are not human. Okay, courage ministers to subhuman mind, mobilizes upon the exhaustion of animal life to give origin to pre-humans. That's the pre-human one. All right. Protective self-consciousness, source of moral stamina and spiritual bravery.
I'm sorry.
Oops. Let's see if I can go back here. Well, let's see if I can go back this way. Okay, you get the basic identity. But you can look those up in the index and it'll give you the breakdown.
In the
of
glossary,
all of
yeah.
them. Yeah, the
Lists them
glossary.
all.
Okay, so that is the spirits that the creative mother spirit gives us on a daily basis, right? Okay. These things become important because it separates us from the animals, all right? And that's very important to people. Now, at this point, I gave y'all a real quick overview of just a few little things. And I didn't want to get too much done here until I start to answer y'all's questions. So, any question y'all have whatsoever, go for it, that you can think of. Anything that's bothered you your whole life about spirituality, or where you go after you die, what happens after death.
Well, since you brought it up.
Okay.
So I have a friend who recently passed away.
Yes.
He was fairly young.
Yes.
And it was very sudden. So I questioned his death to him leaving so early. Was it because he was not fulfilling what he was called to do?
No. No,
What
there's
was
something called accidents of time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? accidents of time causes many, many things that happen out there in the world, including deaths. Okay? How young was this person when he
49.
49? Well, he was well past the age of decision in life. So by 49, he should have made some kind of decision about whether he was willing to follow God's will or not.
And he was.
You know? And if he was, when you wake up on the mansion world, he's going to be sitting there waiting on you when you wake up and say, "You remember me?" Now, do y'all know about what happens after you die when you get to the mansion world?
Talk to us about it.
Well,
There's a journey they have to take.
there's a short journey. Yes, that
We have
is.
this if you'd like to just take a
Yeah.
look at it sometime.
Please.
We only have 2 copies, unfortunately.
Yeah, Take them and share them with each other.
It's
I'll
wonderful.
copy it.
Here it is.
And you can get those on our website. There's a link where you
Yeah.
can go and to the website that has them.
Yeah.
You can buy them. So
Promise
they
I'll
still make
It
them.
is really amazing. It's very simplistic. It just takes you all the way through.
I promise
I
I'll make
bought
copies.
cases of these, and I'll give them all the way over
Let
to
me see,
you.
maybe I could.
Yeah, it's
I
a
can
great
find it
introduction.
online.
Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about what happens when you die. There's 4 videos I have online under YouTube and Vimeo that you can go out and listen to the whole story before you go after you die. But I'm going to give you a real short synopsis. There's 2 ways you get to the mansion world after you die. Okay? One is if you believe in God the Father and you try to do God the Father's will in your life, immediately you're assigned 2 guardian angels and 2 a cherubim and a cherubim. Okay? There's 2 of them because one of them has to be on duty all the time you're alive. Okay? So if one goes into a resting state, the other one takes over. And the same way with the cherubim and the cherubim. One angel, either the seraphim or the cherubim and cherubim, has to record every single detail of everything that happens in your life. Everything. Okay? There's a reason for this. Because when you wake up on the mansion world, this world will seem kind of like a hazy dream. So these angels help rehearse to you what's happened to your life so that you can remember all these things. Your new Urantia body and your new soul is like an empty vessel. It's got to be filled back up again, right? So they help you remember and rehearse all these things. The things that you remember more than anything are what? Family and friends and acquaintances that you've met. And when you wake up, a broadcast will go out through the mansion worlds. You're supposed to arrive in such and such a date and time, and they will be in the chamber where you wake up, basically. Okay? Now, what was I talking about after you're assigned a guardian angel? Well, when you're assigned a guardian angel, and to get that guardian angel, you have to have accepted the will of God in some way. You have to reach what's called the 3rd psychic circle. What is that? The 3rd psychic circle is an awareness of God and your spirituality in your life. And we all reach that at different points, right? So once you've reached that 3rd psychic circle in this body, or you're assigned a guardian angel. And anyone who's assigned the guardian angel at that point, when you die, the seraphim and seraphim, he basically encapsulates you in what's called friction shields. They talk about guardian angel having wings. What they actually have is called friction shields. They look like wings. Okay, that's why they were described that way. So they enseraphim you, and they immediately leave to take your soul to the mansion worlds. Okay? Your thought adjuster leaves and goes to what's called Divinington. And Divinington is the planet where all the thought adjusters leave from to come to human beings. And what they do is they go back there, check in with God the Father, say, let God the Father know I've been released from this human. Then they immediately go back to the mansion world to be reinstilled in this Urantia body. Now, what happens is you're an awful, terrible, evil person on this planet, and you don't believe in your own survival. Good question? Would y'all like to know that? Your seraphim leaves you once you've been assigned a seraphim, You're a group seraphim in that case. But once they leave this planet, they go to the Ancients of Days, which is the judgment department of the whole super universe. And the three Ancients of Days are the only beings in the super universe which can decide whether you're to be annihilated or you continue on. If the guardian angel and the thought adjuster agree that there's nothing salvageable about you, you won't wake up on the mansion worlds. It's as if the life force is taken out of you, and it's as if you never existed. You ever wonder why there's no tears in heaven?
Because there's
I don't remember nothing.
Nobody misses a person like that. You know, when you get to the mansion world, those type of people fall away like scaffolding.